Surfer to conclude the lawsuit building all this technology of the world. Of course, Dr. Doom assured the Silver Surfer, of course not. Is this the face of a man who provides for the Silver Surfer? Well, it turns out that it is, because while the Silver Surfer is distracted by a photo of deep space taken by one of Dr. Doom's satellites, Dr. Doom uses a device that steals the Silver Surfer's power, and then he becomes powerful into the universe. After that, he burns the Silver Surfer. So after this, Reed Richards helps the federal government everything that's going on with Dr. Doom. And so the United States mobilized all the military, the U.S. military, the Soviets, and the height of the war. The Soviet Union is the most powerful. Either of them, anything, they can slow down. It's a lot of response. Some demonstrations of this newfound power need to see the entire cities of this tropical islands are in the frozen lands, ordinary animals will even rampage. Right? And start to take responsibility. It's all the people. So it's a crazy device called the anti-pumping flying wing, because it's much better at 50 years of age. And the wing attacks the earth, and then once you're flying through this atmosphere, the ring and the contact area placed around the earth by the bodies. Specified again, all this must take place in the aftermath of the this is what we actually learned. The Silver Surfer was confined to the planet as a punishment for turning against blackness. But after Dr. Doom comes into the area, he vanishes, and the Surfer returns to Earth without. So although this was a gracious information, it's actually the first insect Dr. Doom necessary to take over the world. But yes, how would you know was capable of experience of
the final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started.
Smells good. Let's see. Salt, pepper, wing powder, garlic powder, and paprika for flair. I want to make sure I get my edges too. Bag cut. Oven's on 250. Sorry, compound it. Olive oil, fresh garlic. I'm going to cook this on low for about 5 to 10 minutes. Garlic, salt and pepper. Garlic is how you season it with salt. Stir this up a little bit. Oh my God, just right. Just time. It's been a little bit over an hour. I overcooked it. No. Let's just. The outside looks amazing. I really is. Dang. That's not bad at all. Ribs. Oh yeah, that's cotton. I'll lose the tomahawk steak that's been in my mom's freezer open since 2025. I don't know. It smells good. Let's see. Salt, pepper, wing powder, garlic powder, and paprika for flair. I want to make sure I get my edges too. Bag cut.
We make Doom more powerful with the intention of taking on the Beyonder himself. Now, initially, it appears the Beyonder had defeated Doom, but Doom revives and then steals the Beyonder's power for himself. becoming the most powerful being in the entirety of the Marvel Universe, and because of how we saw things unfold in Secret Wars 2, was arguably the most powerful being in the multiverse. But while he does assure all the superheroes that he has no desire to rule the universe and simply desires to be left alone, it's Doctor. Let's make a video every time Doctor.
And the Commodores will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Bulldogs offense will get first crack at it today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique, too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So, no doubt, the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Shaw. Got his man.
Yo.
Wrestling down just short of the first down. I
Oh,
don't think they're
snap.
going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Bulldogs are facing 3rd and inches. They'll run the sneak for it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
What a start by this defense. That is exactly what you need, man. They've been a little bit hit or miss. They've been a little bit up and down. But to start the game on a high note, get the good mojo going, great start for this defense.
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play.
Got some room entered to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Commodores.
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they put drives together like this. This could be a scary unit.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wide receiver going in motion. Unloads quickly. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Yaw. Fires to the wide out. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Georgia sends out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Wants to return it. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Runs through the tackle. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The Commodores with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Give to the running back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Duke. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
They go to the ground.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Pierre. He's moving out of the pocket. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the 1st down on 3rd down.
Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll go to the ground. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
From the gun on 3rd down. Dances away to buy time. Hauls it in. He'll come through on 3rd down. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot. Get the ball out of your hands.
Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just a leak or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. That's it for the period, and it's Vanderbilt holding the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Run in the red zone, it's Duke. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the 1st himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around.
He's going for the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Vandy.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Shaw. Breaks the tackle. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Got the tight end outside. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has 1 interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Dogs! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown hit?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Pierre. Gets it out fast. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the 1st down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top.
Oh,
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. Forced out of the pocket. Creates a little room. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. We're ready to get...
Sorcerer Supreme. Due to how strange, he is going to give him the power back once he fixes the world, and that he actually hasn't even started yet.
Look at this Bulldog offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Motion from the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Shaw. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on 4th down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
Commodores want to crank the tempo. Dropping back, it's Pierre. He'll pull it down and run. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Punts it out of the air. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground.
Wow!
Not get there.
Valeria Richards, who was supposed to be at home watching all of this, had actually arrived on the battlefield.
Oh my God, he went all the way up.
4th down stop.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before
Oh,
halftime.
this can actually go for it.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And he'll line this one up from 53 yards out and try to bang it through. It's good. It's now a one-point game, 14-13.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
To the air, it's Pierre. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens.
Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Commodores will have it 1st and 10. Caught. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. Snap in the shotgun. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, force the incompletion.
Yeah, and the QB never wants to miss inside on an outright, right? You got to throw it to the sidelines. Don't let anybody undercut that. Don't make a big play. And he did. He put it outside, put it on the money. I think the receiver needs to do a little better job. They got to secure that catch. He was open enough to make that play.
There he goes.
Oh my
They're
God!
corralling out of bounds. Marking
Yeah.
down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses.
Thank you. That's first.
They'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again. This offense was 0 for 2 in their 2 first 4th down opportunities. They finally get one here to keep this drive alive.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Makes the grab on the left. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Works the middle of the field. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Quickly complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. This crowd knows when to bring it. Leaves it with the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Commodores moving quickly to the line. A first down run on the doorstep. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Wants to throw for it on third and goal. And the quarterback caught up here and sacked at the 12.
And the offense, man, he couldn't find anybody open. Like, somebody's got to create some separation, or what do? How do I throw a jump ball to one of my big receivers out wide that can go up and dunk on somebody's head and catch the football? Maybe find my big playmakers and try to force them the ball down here in the red zone.
It'll be fourth and goal, and it'll be a tough one. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Absolutely center cut. Now up by 4 here in the third quarter.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Now the play fake. Swings it out to the flat. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
This offense is starting to believe, and as they generate yards and points, they're bringing momentum with them. Finds a spot in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Handoff from the gun. Turning it on. Rams him with the stiff arm. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. And a touchdown here with would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Bringing the heat. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Yeah, and first and goal, I think a lot of people get very conservative. Let's run the football. You know, let's be very predictable. You can't be predictable, right, Palmer? You got to be aggressive, but what happened?
Well, I like the idea of calling a pass play down there, but hey, quarterbacks, it's touchdowns, checkdowns, or throwaways. You are not taking a sack under any circumstance right there. That quarterback's got to do a better job having the clock go off in his head and keep his offense in good position to score.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They move on top here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and get 6 points.
And the Commodores racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw. It's Pierre. Gets it out quickly. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside give. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Trying to escape and get it himself. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. Breaks into the open. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Keene. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Right on the money. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Dropping back, it's Pierre. He's going for the goal line. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. He'll keep it on the sneak.
Shot!
Doors, and they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Now, you talk about finishing games with a purpose, with a plan, executed to perfection, taking almost all of the clock, executing brilliantly down the stretch of this football game, making plays, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line.
I'm not that with them.
Looking to throw
I
on
ain't
first
taking no
down.
chance.
Going to try to get it himself.
Shot!
And that is how we will wrap this one up. Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any
knocked
given
him out the
day,
playoffs.
anything can happen. And, David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got a tremendous win.
And to keep the belief, like, to understand, like, I've got a chance to come in and win this game and not just give us lip service. They told us this could happen throughout the week, but they believed. Even when it got a little difficult, got a little up in the air, they kept fighting, they kept believing, and they get the huge win.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.